Hey guys, it's Sarah from MasterChef here. And we have the most amazing Australian pork ribs. Just look at this. This is incredible. Beautifully fresh Australian pork ribs. And I've got a really amazing recipe for you. It's so easy to do at home. It's going to be black vinegar and garlic glazed Australian pork ribs. So I've got about half a cup of black vinegar. Chinese black vinegar is so readily available. It's so easy to get your hands on it. To that, I'm going to add a dash of light soy, about a tablespoon, and about a tablespoon of dark soy. That's wonderful. Okay, to this, I'm actually going to add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Straight in. It will dissolve very quickly. I'm going to add in a splash of oil. Great. And now, I'm just going to grate about 5 cloves of garlic. It's actually really important you get that garlicky flavor in there. Just simply grate it over a microplane or a box grater. If you don't have any of those, just chop it really finely. So the marinade's done, just giving it a good stir. All right. And now what we'll do is get a beautiful Australian fresh pork ribs here. And all we're gonna do is on the back of the ribs, that looks incredible. We're just gonna brush generously. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Great, so let's turn the ribs over, just like that, and paint the other side with this beautiful vinegary, garlicky marinade. Yum. All right, let's reserve the marinade. Now we're gonna get a piece of foil and we're just gonna cover the ribs, just like that. There you go. Now our oven's at 150 degrees. And we're just going to pop this in covered for 75 minutes. It's been 75 minutes, guys. Let's check on the pork ribs. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's glaze it one more time. That's beautiful. Yeah, look at that. It will deepen in color. Don't worry, guys. It needs a little bit more time in the oven. Do you know what, guys? Some restaurants actually serve imported ribs, and that means they've been heat treated. And unlike fresh Australian pork ribs, you won't get that beautiful pull of the meat off the bone, which is exactly what you want from a rib. So make sure you're asking, are the ribs Australian? These ribs are so easy to cook at home, but it does take a little bit of time. So if you're gonna eat ribs out at a restaurant, just ask the waiter, are the ribs Australian? All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is put these ribs back into the oven, uncovered, for another 25 minutes. Oh my goodness, look at that, beautiful. All right, it's not done yet. Don't be tempted. One more glaze. All right, so just coat this. I love that the ribs are actually holding together, but it's still soft and tender and it will pull away from the bone. So that's incredible. That's what you get with fresh Australian pork ribs. All right, that's one last glaze, beautiful. And now all we're gonna do is crank up the oven to 200 degrees, and then we're gonna place this in there uncovered for another 20 minutes. Now, while the ribs are in the oven for the very last time, we've got all this marinade left. Let's not waste it. I've got a small saucepan, and all I'm gonna do is just pour this marinade straight in. All right? I'm gonna put that on the stove on a very low heat, and I'm gonna let that reduce while the pork ribs are finishing off. While the glaze is reducing and the ribs are finishing off, let's do a little bit of a slaw. I've got a little bit of a cheat for you. So here I've got about a quarter of a green cabbage and a quarter of a red cabbage, and I've just finely shredded them. You could use a mandolin, or I've just used a knife to cut really thinly. I've got about half a cup to 1 cup of grated carrot. You could use a box grater, you could use a mandolin, or just a knife. So I'm gonna add all of that in. I'm gonna add some salt, and then here Kewpie Mayo. This stuff is fantastic. I'm gonna add this Kewpie Mayonnaise to the slaw. I'm gonna get a spoon and fork and I'm just gonna give it a quick toss. Now, any mayonnaise will work. You don't have to use Kewpie Mayonnaise. I just like it. So, nice. It's just a light coating of that mayonnaise. You know what? I think I'm gonna add a bit more. Why not? Yeah, that is awesome. If you're finding it's just a tad bit dry, drizzle of a little bit of oil, just like that. Get all of that nice and coated and oh, yes, look at the colors. It's awesome. Beautiful. And not for nothing, let's just add a bit of coriander. I love coriander. I know it's a bit controversial. Some people just hate the taste of coriander. But me, I love it. Just gonna roughly chop it. Just like that. Awesome. All right, that goes in. Awesome. Oh, the color, the smell. Ah, this is so, so good. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, let's set this aside to serve. All right. Now, our glaze is beautifully reduced. Look at that, it's so sticky and just, oh, look at that shine. That is incredible. All right, let's turn the heat off and let's check on the ribs. Ooh. Amazing, guys. Look at this. Oh, all right. So, last thing we need to do. This reduced glaze, oh, it's beautiful. Let's just brush this sticky, sticky goodness all over these ribs. Oh, yes, look at that. Sticky glazed pork ribs. This black vinegar and garlic glaze is so, so good. It's almost like a sweet and sour flavor. Oh. All right, guys, let's cut a few ribs to see how it is. Oh, this is, oh my God. I am so excited about this, you guys. Oh, this is just gonna be phenomenal. Oh, guys, this is gonna be amazing. Just make sure you're cutting between the ribs. Oh. Oh, this is incredible. Look at those ribs. Oh. Oh, they're so tender. That's delicious. That is delicious. All right, let's plate this guy up. Oh, this is great weekend pub grub. So let's use a board. So all I'm gonna do is let's put this right there. Kind of show off those ribs. You put a lot of work into that. All right, let's stack these ribs up nicely like that. Beautiful. And then, nice, great pile of this super easy slaw. Oh, God, you gotta be chuffed with that. Look at that, guys. So, so easy to do at home. Beautiful Australian pork ribs glazed with black vinegar and garlic with a really easy Asian slaw. Oh, I'm so happy with this. This is, oh. Do you know what? I'm diving in. I'm diving in. Diving. Oh yeah, that is so tender. And it just pulls away from the bone. That's what you want in a rib. Delicious.